Sorry, I got cut off. I was a hard time remembering why I left off. I think I was saying hell on earth. I never knew what it meant until my wife asked for a divorce, and there was no adultery, there was no abuse. It was something she felt she could no longer handle, and we have two kids together, and I love them dearly. And I think she knows if she asked me to come, to re-enter into it, even though, again, it's not about there's no assumption that your personalities are gonna change or that you're gonna like each other more, you're gonna get along better. That's not what a marriage is about, unfortunately. And I think a lot of times growing up in America, in Israel, I was born in Israel. I did first grade there for a year, but I didn't do more than that. And I was in America a little before then. Anyway, I consider myself American, but I was just born there. But the mentality here it has become so warped with this sense of constant passion, or even I don't know, that it should be eternally happy. And a marriage is hard work, and it's working through differences, and it's being yourself and trying to be the best version of yourself you can be. It's being pleasant when you don't feel like being pleasant. It's being on your best behavior even in the confines of your own home. There's a lot of pretending in marriage, and it should be. We're not pleasant people. We're not, we have to put on our best show, and sometimes we slip and we fall. But divorce, in my opinion, Judaism does not really smile on divorce. It's not something that's looked upon. It shouldn't be considered an option pending those two things. Even I just want to say with death, my father passed away very suddenly. Within, like, he was very healthy. He had a surgery which they didn't mention anything about fatality. 10 days later, he was dead, and this was something that was very painful for me to deal with because I had established a pretty close relationship with God, and then I was like having a lot of questions. But even with death, there's a finality to it because the person can no longer hurt you. The person can no longer teach you. Can no longer love you. The relationship stops on a physical level. And surely, if you're in tune, my father appeared to me many times in dreams after he passed away, and I still maintain a relationship with him on a spiritual level for sure. But especially now, when the person is not trapped into his soul, into his body, you can see much more. The soul is cognizant of everything that goes on. However, there's a finality there, and with divorce, there's no finality because like the person disappeared from the planet, the person has just told you more than anything, I'd rather not live with you anymore. And it's not like breaking up from a relationship in high school or in college, or it's nothing. It's such a severe shock to the system. It's nothing that will ever enhance your life, in my opinion. And short of these two things of adultery or abuse. And I just want to make a distinction. I've had friends that happened to them. The wife is claiming like emotional abuse, or the husband will claim like emotional abuse. Let's not pretend we're psychologists, and let's not give psychology too much credence here to this concept. There's a clear distinction between physical abuse, which is an abuse, and being emotionally distant. If a man's emotionally distant, this is the nature of a man. You work on it. You try to bring it out more. You try to or seek solace in your friends. I mean, I don't know if you married a man to have another girlfriend. This isn't. You're not going to change what a man is. A man, if a woman's wanting you to talk too much or wanting you to do things you don't like doing, you're not going to change the nature of a woman. This isn't the purpose of a marriage, not to change two people. It's to force them to live together so they can have marital relations, they can procreate, and they can continue society. It's nothing more than that, but it's nothing less than that. And divorce, in my opinion, again, people give the church a hard time for not granting divorces. I see what they're saying. That this is to deny your spouse was ordained by God. You're denying divine providence in the world. You were set up, or you however you met, it worked out. It was a big set of miracles. You tolerate each other up until this point. The only difference between a divorced couple and one that's not divorced is that the one that's not divorced is made up one more time. And do not think your life will be enriched in any way by getting a divorce. I would run from a divorce like I would run away from a burning building. It's not a good option. Avner Levi, if you have friends considering this, please have them look the other way. If seriously, and I'm making this offer to you, know me to be a sincere person. If they want to talk to me about it, give them, let me know. I'll talk to them over the phone. It's nothing that will improve your situation at all. And short of those two things, I don't really think it should be considered ever. I hope this helps. I hope I wasn't talking your ear off. I feel passionately about this. I think, again, this is like the plague of one of the plagues of our generation is a divorce rate. And only common sense and only being sane and only being non-emotional about it will get us back into the proper way of thinking, in my opinion, which is that this isn't about passion or meeting the perfect person. This is about a contractual obligation that you made, that you wanted to make, and that you made forever. So I hope this helps, and may God Almighty bless all the couples who are together to stay together. May God Almighty bless all the people who are divorced to get remarried, and all the people who are not married who want to get married, and to stay married forever, once and forever. And it should be like that by all of us. Thank you so much, and God bless.